Well. We back again, Burn Team family. It's Real Talk Live, man. On a Friday night,
Yes.
you know, we're doing it. Sweet, clean. Big up all Burn Team members and family, crew. And already seen England in the live, Jan. England enter the live like if them press the button, you know. No special requests involved, man. Strength. An interesting night tonight, you know. Really and truly. Burn Team family.
Yes.
Like and share. Pleasant night, morning, evening. Whenever you're looking at this, we believe in emotional fitness, physical fitness, financial fitness.
Yes.
The topic for today is big up Abby from England. I only seen love from Abby, England on the inside. I seen Kemi there. And as we progress and regress, Burn Team family strong. The topic for today, Chica J, is
Your health is your wealth.
much love and kindness. And we realize in this time that health worth more than money. So we're going to dive into what is good health. You know, and we have the point form, you all can ask questions. And I think it stemmed from the last live where we ended it on a note where, you know, sometimes our doctors tell us that it's okay to have a particular ailment, you know. It's okay to have certain things, and you know, I agree with that so much, you know. I never hear a bird complaining, you know, so I think we are organisms that should be in good health.
Yes.
Cheeks. Well, you know, Chica J is still, you know, on her journey, and health is a journey, a continuous journey of improvement.
Yes.
Yes.
So I just dropped the number to send your voice notes.
As Chica to say, what's up?
Yes.
Big up
Good
yourself,
night, Andy.
on the inside, man.
Yes, so tonight we are discussing your health is your wealth.
Yes,
So we're
yes,
gonna
yes.
get in. What do you think what does health mean to you? So that's what we want to hear. What does health mean to you?
So in the comment section below, feel free to place what does health mean to you, man.
Yes, or you can send a voice notes.
You know, Chica enjoys the WhatsApp. So we giving thanks for the likes and love sent by England.
Yes, and don't forget to share the live.
So we have Burn Team England on the inside. We have Burn Team Trinidad. And we're moving forward, yeah?
Yes, so yours, type in the message box, what does health mean to you? And do you think that you are healthy based on that definition?
Healthy is relative too, man. Some people when they say healthy, they mean looking thick now. So we will get into it as, you know, the time progresses.
Yes.
Chica has the point form.
Yes, so what health means, so we have two definitions of health actually. One is the state of being free from illness or injury, right? So a state of being free from illness or injury. So that's definition one. And then we have the World Health Organization definition.
Wait, you know, we and World Health does disagree a lot.
Right, so it's a
Me and the World Health Organization
yes, we
disagree.
know that, right?
Yeah.
But it's a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being.
Big up yourself,
Right.
Kenton, on the inside, man. Much love, Kenton.
So a state of complete physical, mental,
State of complete.
yes,
That's nice.
and social well-being.
So as our team members coming on, feel free to place in the comment section what do you think good health is, and the
Yes.
topic for today is
Your health is your wealth.
remember to share the live. Why
I don't
people
know.
crying and I feel like it though.
Yeah, I feel so.
Yes, so I want to know if your health is your wealth. Big it up, calorie counting mafia.
Yes.
This is the calorie counting mafia official snapback, no tattoos. This is your real talk extra.
Yes.
Yes.
So, what
Feel
does
free.
health mean to you? We are waiting as well. We are looking out for what does health mean to you?
Yes, people, so as we waited patiently,
Yes.
we hope that Abby, what is health to you? What does health mean to you?
Yes.
Chica, what does health mean to you? What does good health mean to you?
Right, so good health meaning and a good for me is a good state of physical conditioning. And so good night to
Tear on the inside, in here like swimwear.
Hey.
Big up yourself. Big up Brittany, musically inclined on the inside as well.
Yes.
Much love. And today's topic is your health is your wealth. And you know, since the pandemic,
Yes.
we get to understand and appreciate a healthy body. So people, this is our first health discussion, so feel free to place in the comment section any questions you may have
Yes.
on
Any
health
questions?
and fitness. And you know, the ladies, you know, summer will be on its way.
Yes.
And you know, if you know, I want
You
some
want this
tips.
Summer body.
Yeah, we know a little ladies how you do it.
Yes, a lot of people talk, hey, I want a summer body.
Whole year.
Yeah.
You want whole year.
Yeah. So those are the two definitions of health. So we see that the definition saying that, you know, you're having a physical, mental, social well-being, no illnesses, no injuries. Yeah.
Improving your health is most important now because we are in the age of viruses. And we really need to pay attention to our health in every way, shape
Yes.
possible. In the links below and in the description, we have placed a link where you can do your calculations and stuff.
Yes.
But we'll get into that a little later.
Yes.
Yes, moving
So
forward.
we have in the comment section, Abby is saying good health. My mental health is more important to me. Physical health comes after.
So again, we deal with the holistic self. Right? So it's good that our minds are straight, but
Yes.
in the end, the shell, that I hate to use that word, people say shell, the body that you're in, it needs to be at a particular level. You know what I mean? And to neglect that is to neglect your mental, because if your body's sick, I ain't see somebody on a ward lie down on a bed and they're sick and they're not getting well and they're mental good. So we need to deal with it holistically. Moving forward.
Alright, so we are going to touch on the different health markers. That is the physical health markers.
Yes.
Right? To be more specific, the physical health markers.
We don't want to move too fast. So your health marker is things, measurements that you can put into place. When you find your measurements going a little too off, you can tweak it. Right? So again, health markers is where you can really dial in where your health is at, people.
Yes.
Our Caribbean people, we tend to very much lag on that.
Yes.
Yeah? So Chica's gonna give you it.
Right. So first, I just want to pull out something here. Right? This, you know, the inch tape that when you'll go to the seamstress, if you'll do the tailor, this thing.
It's mommy, man.
Yes. This.
Drink it from here tonight.
Invest in one of these first health marker is your waist circumference.
People, now I am a blunt instrument. If I care about you, we have a lot of understanding people in this universe. I am not one of them. Because if I care and we care and Burn Team cares, sometimes you need a little roughing up. You know what I mean? And we all know that a long time when mommy we going a little, of course, mommy give you a little roughing. It's not that or daddy. It's not that they don't love us, it's that sometimes tough love works a bit more better than the niceties.
Yes.
My mom was a nurse back in the days gone by, and she would always say that the doctor never even used to weigh you. The doctor used to use this inch tape. This inch tape is going to tell you and give you all your blood work, all your blood pressure, because this is going to tell you how much visceral fat you are carrying around your organs. The reason why, and Chika supposed to tell us that it must go to the center of the belly button. She not demonstrated, right? So you put it around your waist and it is in the middle of your belly button. Yes? This is going to give you a clear indication of the visceral fat that is around your organs. Now people, we need to understand this. Our Caribbean people, our African people, East Indian, Chinese, people on our whole. When we say we getting a little punch, we just say that in what we just say in Trini?
You're living nice.
You're living good. And you start to have the rounding of the stomach. Keyword?
Rounding.
Rounding of the stomach. That is an indication that you are compiling a lot of visceral fat around your organs.
Yes, that's round.
That rounding, like round. All you know, it does look. Some guys just call it the beer belly, and some people just call it all other things. But really and truly, we're not body shaming anyone. Burn Team is not about that. We're not criticizing anyone. We're not. But if the discussion for tonight is health,
we have to touch on what
society has given a lot of words. The ticklicious, the full-figured. And we have no problem with shapes, and there's no such thing as big bone, right? We have no problem with shapes. What am I saying? Good night.
Good night. Good night to my mother on the live. Good night to my past classmates. Yes, Laurelie and Kay.
Right. So Chika did bring out the inch tape.
Yes, I did.
And again, people, we need to understand that when we start to get the muffin or let's have cute names fit. That is the tip of the iceberg. A human body is very deep. Your intestines, if you stretch it out, would be as long as a tennis court. That fits in here. And that's minus your kidney, your lungs, your heart, your liver. That's minus all these things. Right? And now what is happening is that the visceral fat is developing, and it's now the only way out is out, because you have now exceeded the amount you could hold within, and now it's protruding. Right? So again, forget all the fancy dancy things. We have our personal doctor that if you are in Trinidad and serious about a holistic approach, we would, give the contact over, but you would need to inbox us after the live.
Yes.
Yes? Moving forward. I don't want to take it over.
Right. Moving forward. So, along with measuring your waist, there's also something called your waist to height ratio. And that is one of the links we'll be sending to you all to get that measurement done. And it will share whether you are in a healthy range, whether it is you are at a higher risk
Yes.
for any cardiovascular diseases, diabetes, and so forth. So that helps. So if it is your waist is a half and more,
I
then
always
you're actually
believe that
height.
your waist is the key,
Yeah.
your center.
Center.
Right? Once your center is compromised, the whole system is compromised. You could go to high blood pressure, you could go to high cholesterol, you could go to kidney failure. All the things that happen, is because of that center, is that rounding of the stomach. Feel free to send your questions as it
Yes.
pertains to health.
So I will play. We have a voice note that has been resting here a little while.
Oh, okay. All right.
And then we'll go to the message board and I will send back the number. But once it is you go onto the page, you'll also see the number to send your voice notes to.
Papa, yo.
Right? So we have voice note number 1.
Voice note number 1.
Good night, guys. Andy here, and you're watching Real Talk Live.
Yeah, man. Andy.
To me, being in a state of good health, as Lil Sis rightfully said, it means to be free from all illness or injury. But apart from that, it means that being in a state of good health, it means that you would also put less money in the doctor's pockets.
Sure, right, boy?
That's why I see some people probably sending up. Some people were sending up vexed faces and sad faces. I mean, people. We live in a society where doctors literally wear coats and lie to you face to face.
Oh my.
I personally believe that, as Big Brother rightfully said, you never see a bird complaining, right? You never see a bird falling sick, right? And having to go to the hospital, right? For that matter, you don't even see fishes, right? Falling sick, right? So why should we?
Die quick.
Right? You have to be mindful of, to me, you have to be mindful of the things that you put into your body. Because what you put in is what you get out, right? And as I said before, there are a lot of doctors telling us that, you know what, it's okay to live with this, it's okay to live with that.
Correct.
Whereby they themselves are not living with it. You understand? Probably because they have the money to go abroad and, get the surgeries done and stuff. But I believe here what? Instead of putting $20,000 in a doctor's hand to amputate your legs, you can live free. You could live diabetes free, you can live blood pressure free, all of the above. Alright? Just by taking your health seriously and being active. As Big Brother rightfully they say all the time here, walk a lot.
Yeah.
You understand? Walk a little. We live in a society where everything is air conditioned and the cars rolling. So, well done again, Big Brother.
Blessed love Andy, and Andy is very, when Andy sends a voice note, he sends a voice note. Very in-depth, Andy. And Andy, if you all Mako, as we say in Trinidad, my status, it's the guy with the BT. Anyhow, you'll see him. Yeah? Big up Lord Byron, long time in a see boy. Big up Kemi on the inside.
So Kemi is saying physical and mental health is very important. Also depends on the foods you consume and the water you drink. We have Keisha saying, when I had a seizure, after that I start to work out, I start losing weight.
Chica, what is your view on what Andy just, weighed
Yes,
in on?
Andy, he was very detailed, and yes, it is true. A lot of time the doctor may say it is okay. You can live with diabetes, you can live with high blood pressure, and they just pump medication into your system, or it may get to the point where you need to cut off a leg, which you really don't want to do, and then you have to either use a wheelchair or using crutches, and that is not healthy. It's uncomfortable. Right? Sometimes we say we want to live comfortable lives, but the comfort puts us in an uncomfortable situation at times.
Big up Dr. Bishop Jason Webb on the live. Much love, my brother. And I do have to reiterate, it's Dr. Bishop Jason Ware.
We have Kemi saying, you have to know that healthcare is a business to keep one sick and not help people. Medication is not for the people, never. Yes, so a lot of time these medication have side effects. So when persons get the medication and they read the side effects of these medications, sometimes it even put them in more complications, more health complications status.
I don't think people understand the meaning of medication. Medication is not curing. So when somebody is under medication, it is like mediation, the root word. So sometimes you have the common cold, which is very similar. We could deal with the common cold, yeah? Big up Canada. Gail Smith. Can't stop.
Here?
Won't stop. I have to send this on Gail's site for Gail to come up. Yes? Big up Gail Smith. You know, she does her online stuff as well. Gail, make sure to place in the comment section your links. So we have Canada, Burn Team on the inside, Can't Stop, Won't Stop. We have England on the inside, you know, we have Kemi, we have Abby, which is the founder.
And we have Jazan.
And Jazan. So Abby is the founder of Burn Team England.
Yes.
We want to get this thing real right. Much love again and tenderness. The topic for today is
Your health is your wealth.
straight and the narrow.
Right, so we have Gail saying surrounding yourself with people will encourage a healthy lifestyle and food choices. So surrounding yourself with persons who are into and really believe in living a healthy lifestyle, believe in having, you know, physical activity, engaging in physical activity, that is what will help. They are the ones who will help encourage you. We have Lord Byron saying bush grass is cold.
Boy, the amount of bush tea I drink, yeah, I didn't have a problem with the Jigga bush. We have, you know what I mean? I didn't have a problem with that either. But in life, you know, and as you know, this is our platform, we can speak freely.
Yeah.
The road of sick care, I wouldn't call it health care, it is sick care, is to keep us sick. There is no cure for the common cold. There is no cure for cancer. There is no. What they have is medication. And medication is something you need to get off of as quickly as possible. Yeah? And the sad thing is, as who was speaking about the diet, this is basic unconventional nutrition. It is about the diet. It's about what goes in. Yeah? And you know, we are about balance. Chica is on a flexible dieting protocol.
Yeah.
Unlike, you know. So we believe that you can have some. But it is becoming the some is becoming the most.
Yeah.
We are consuming too much processed foods. I mean, the indigenous people of this world, when the settlers came, they found them without disease. With all their modern medications and technologies, they still found them without disease. The processed foods, we consume too many of them, too much.
Yeah.
Yeah? Before, back in the days, a slice of sweet bread was a rare thing on a Sunday. You get a, and then granny grate and they make coconut drops. And you get one. Listen,
Not
people.
3, not 4.
People, we have a role to play in this. We can't just blame corporate. We have to blame ourselves. It is ourselves that selecting these things.
Yes.
We taking the money that we work for and buying these things. Nobody isn't putting a gun to anything we have to. So remember to share big up Celeste on the inside.
Yes, Celeste.
Go to the message board, you think guide that?
Right? So Kemi is saying that they cannot get half the natural herbs that's in Trinidad and Africa in the UK. Right? She said done all sugar research and eat to live. And
Yeah?
Kay is saying she still do that on a Sunday.
Hey, Kay, big up yourself.
Right? Kemi, yep, we do. Yes, it is about lifestyle. She says truly about discipline and lifestyle change. And we have Jason Webb. Most of what they want us to do, a follow-up system, keep us in control. But if we go back to the natural way of living, herbs and what the elder use, we will be better off.
And again, yeah, I think we have enough modern technology to know that what they are putting in the processed food is off.
Yeah.
It's not hidden. I think before it was more hidden,
Yeah.
but now as the information is so present and prevalent, you could just pick up your phone and ask Google what it having tricks. Yeah, call it day, what it having cornflakes, what it having, and Google will tell you.
And even on the packs, but no, we don't
No.
like to read what's on the pack either.
Again,
It
labels
is
are allowed
right.
to lie, right?
Yeah, but it have some
Yeah.
things that are actually there.
Yeah.
They let us know the poison that's going into our
We don't
system,
read it.
but we don't read it.
People, the fast food. Oh, Lord. How much fast food we can eat? I mean, fast food is like the only food at this point.
Yeah, and we're talking about the KFC
Oh, Lord.
and the Royal Castle.
Make sure they're bad. We
and
on the Facebook
Burger
and they calling them
King.
kind of names, them
And-
kind of fellas.
No, but we know what the fast foods are. Yes, we know it have some persons. Yes, you have a busy lifestyle. You know, that kind of thing, because we do promote our burn meals as well. Right? So just putting it out there. We have
Shamelessly plugging
healthy-
Bird Team meals available in Box Basic Unconventional Nutrition for that type of aspect.
Yes.
We will be doing, that's what we do, that's how we eat. Message board.
Yes. So can we say they're not hiding nothing no more now? America is the worst. The amount of processed food they have, I don't know how people live over there. I couldn't eat nothing when I was there 2 years ago.
In reality, I mean, they don't need to hide.
Yeah.
And by law, they need to place, what they have available for consumption. But we don't even take the time to even
Yeah.
research that. And I mean, things like MSG, we have videos on our YouTube talking about MSG and the different chemicals, the colorings and these things that they put in the food. And these are the things that actually bring on the onset, that high sugar, that high concentrated
The oil.
processed sugar, the oils,
Yes,
the
the
vegetable.
vegetable
Long
oil.
time when you hear vegetable oil, you thinking it healthy.
Healthy. It's vegetable oil.
Yes. Big up Nika Thomas on the inside.
So,
Nika
yes.
some kind of shots for me, I know.
Kemi is saying fasting is also good for health.
Chica doesn't work well with fasting. Fasting is genetic, and we would maybe talk about that at some point. This might be a long life. So moving forward.
Moving forward, so another health marker is your BMI. So this is where you use your weight and your height.
I love this.
Right,
This
but-
works.
This works, but there's also your body mass index.
No, I would always be devil's advocate with BMIs because what the scale would be weighing is your total body weight. So it wouldn't be actually giving you
Fair
how
enough.
much muscle you have as opposed to fat. So there are some guys and girls, their BMI might be over 25, but they have a lot of muscle mass and very low body fat. So again, you see the old school, sometimes old school is the better school.
Yes.
Because you might see a BMI over 25 and say, wait boy, after I training and eating and I put on this muscle and my belly flat and I have abs and all these things, and the BMI telling me.
Yeah.
It's not giving you the reading of your lean mass and your fat mass.
Yeah.
But that, that let you know that the circle getting too big,
Yes.
as Granny say. Yeah?
Yes.
Mhm.
Right. So we're not saying that's 100%, but it's just one of the markers that you can utilize. Yeah, especially if you know you're really not training and you have all that muscle mass, right? Next is your low density lipoproteins.
Aye, we get to
LDL, the bad, what is considered bad cholesterol. The cholesterol that clogs the arteries and goes around the organs. So, bad cholesterol.
Abi,
This here is the Pong drink that does not have any sugar, right?
I mean,
Not
you know me
addictive.
not drinking it, yeah. Crazy, this is the life.
Yes.
What I drink there in my bottle, you would see either a protein shake or this is literally iced tea. This is iced tea, no sugar.
Yes.
Yeah. Abby.
Yes, so the cholesterol, that's the bad cholesterol we're talking about here.
So another fun fact, big up all the family members and burn team, all they share up the thing. We talking health here. You know, feel free to shoot your questions, your concerns, your queries. Feel free to, you know. So the thing with cholesterol where we have issues is that what happens, some doctors or some places will test your total cholesterol. And that might be right because they are actually checking the good and the bad together and giving you one number. So as respect to cholesterol, try to get a place where you could check your good cholesterol against your bad. So you'll get the number for the good and you'll get the number for the bad. And you just won't get a total. Because when you hear people say, I have high cholesterol, like what?
What? So what
is that? You know,
is really the
people
area.
listen, we need to drive certain things home in this life. Because a lot of people go and they do get the cholesterol checked.
Yeah.
Listen, the people who check in the cholesterol don't even give you this information. They just check and give you one number and it's the total cholesterol they actually check in. So you need to go to a lab or a place or a medical place or our doctor. And you could get your cholesterol, your good cholesterol number and then your bad cholesterol number, and then you'd be able to see where you are in your lipid profile.
Yes.
That's some nice there. That's the hot thing. Yeah, go forward, chicks.
Yes, so that's one. Another thing that you can get tested for is your triglycerides. That is the blood fat, right? So that's the fat that is actually in the blood when you have excess calories. So we're back to calorie counting mafia.
Man.
Yes, so that's where you eat too much.
Yep.
Right, they have something called eating too much
Yep.
for your body type, for your height. Too much, right? The excess calories, it gets into the blood and then it just spills over. So you have, again, increased your risk for heart disease and stroke. Yeah?
No, the aspect of calories is ticklish, right? What you try to do is average your calories. You can't actually count every calorie down to the letter, but you can have an average of what you eat during the day. And we would place a link in the description maybe for calorie counter, MyFitnessPal or something to help.
Yes.
And what you should do for this week, you could download the app for free.
Yeah, so
Right?
that's free.
And here what you need to do. Everything that go in your mouth, put it in the app. And at the end of the day, look at what you have eaten. You will be surprised to see how much calories you eaten when the day comes. So this is the homework, people. You download MyFitnessPal, right? And every single thing that goes into your mouth, you put it in.
Now they ask you for your weight.
Yes.
They ask you for your goal weight. That's if you want to maintain, if you want to lose, if you want to gain.
Yeah.
So having the numbers, so the statistics, that data on your body is very, very important.
Now it's an average, people. It's
Yeah.
a rough average, and it will keep you accountable of what you're eating during the day.
Yes.
And then you would maybe be able to see some of the mistakes, the flaws,
And
the
let me
extra
tell you-
snack, the nibble, the pack of nuts, the biscuit, the little thing, the Starbucks. You're not eating 2 pieces of chocolate because your friend bring whatever 2 things of Polori, a doubles outside, a Cokes.
Yes, and sometimes it even deters you
From
having
Yeah.
certain things.
Because when you check it out, say, wow, 1200 calories, and oh my
Yes,
God, I'm eating
especially
that.
when you're supposed to eat a certain amount, and then after you put it in there, and they're like, oh my gosh, what is this?
Message
It
board?
will deter you. So we have Jason Webb, I am loving this talk as many people need to get this info as it will help them understand how to better live. Yes.
Yeah, moving forward amicably.
Next. Fasting blood glucose, which is your blood sugar. You know, it's always sugar.
Oh God.
Right.
That is the trouble. That is the trouble in the dancehall.
Yeah.
The sugar.
The sugar. Right. They say, oh yeah. And we would have heard persons, even the others saying, yes, I real sweet, you know. And like, you know, having diabetes is something so funny. They would say a sweet, referring to that, you know, they actually have diabetes or a high blood glucose.
So, and we touching on this, as Chica bring all the markers, you know me. Right, so before we touched on cholesterol, and what happens when you go through the testing is that you don't test the good and the bad, so just get a total number and then they tell you have high cholesterol. That is a mistake that we make, and we need to correct that as soon as possible. We need to know, one, what is our good cholesterol, what is our bad, what's the number. If my good cholesterol is high and my bad cholesterol is low, okay, good. You need to know that. Then we on fasting, we talk about fat in the blood.
Yes.
That's just circulating triglycerides. So here's the problem. When you find you're having a lot of calories every day, there's fat in your blood. And as you go higher in your carbohydrate intake, your insulin goes up and it pushes all the fat into storage. So that is why you see some people explode in weight gain. Yeah? That's just a fun fact as we're talking about it. Next on the agenda is fasting blood glucose. You see how you're going into the mood, eh? You see Chica? Oh Lord. Fasting blood glucose. That is a problem. Let me tell you why. The reason is that most of us, when we have our last meal, we're not eating when we're sleeping. That's the problem. So most of us, unless you're really gone, you had to be real gone. You must be done. You had to be okay. I understand that. But let's tell about before, let's see it, man. Right.
Yes, I think I know what it is.
You had to be real gone.
Yeah.
That is the power. Right? So you had to be real gone. Right? When we say gone, your blood sugar, you're in an obese state already. Right? Most of the time when people wake up, their fasted blood glucose does be low.
Yes.
Right? So, right? So, what we would need to do is check the insulin. Right? That's the issue. And in our country, we don't check the insulin. So it's like this. When somebody eats a meal and they have poor insulin response or they're insulin resistant, the insulin is spiked. Yeah? And people who are insulin sensitive, the more healthy persons, the insulin is more responsive, right? So sometimes you have a high spike in insulin and it doesn't come down. So you're in storage mode most of the time.
Yes.
Right? So if you track the insulin spikes during the day, you would know if your sugar is always high. As opposed to the only time the blood work will come back with the high sugar is when they're ready to tell you, you're diabetic. Yes, you plug it?
Well, and exactly the same way.
Right, so plug it in there. So people,
yes.
tell me if you see, right. So again, we need to monitor. And when we say monitor, we need to monitor our insulin. Yes? We don't really have that vibration in our country. But it's only when the blood sugar reach the point of being a diabetic, that is when they tell the person, all right, you're diabetic. Yeah? So we really, really, really need to understand the mechanisms. People go and do the testing, but they're not aware of what the testing for. Big up Miss Bartholomew on the live as well. Chica?
Yes. So we have covered waist. First thing first, the waist circumference.
Yeah.
Then we went on to...
We're recapping.
Yes, so these are the health markers.
Right.
Your waist to height ratio.
Right.
Blood glucose.
Right.
Your bad cholesterol. So you want to get the difference between your bad cholesterol and your good cholesterol. Triglycerides. And your next thing, blood pressure. We didn't talk about that.
Right.
So blood pressure is another...
I think Keisha Charles have a question. Check your message. Check the message board. We go into
So
the message
what about
board.
people with low blood sugar?
Again, that would be a hormonal or insulin issue.
Yeah.
That's an insulin issue. Right? Insulin is an important hormone for feeding all your cells. It is not a bad thing. When people hear insulin, they get worried.
Yeah.
You know, but insulin is the prime hormone for blood glucose regulation.
Yes.
And to get nutrients into the cell. Right? What happens really is that the cell does not respond to insulin well enough.
Yeah.
Yeah? Moving forward.
Good night, Nikita Batis.
So go a long time I see you again.
Like Zumba finished early tonight.
Aye. And the topic for today, just for Nikki.
Your health is your wealth.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
So in saying that, what does that really mean? Because we oftentimes hear people saying your health is your wealth. And wealth, you know, sometimes people think wealth is just money, but wealth is something that is valuable.
Check the message board. We have Bob saying stress cause.
And you know, your health is something that, and it's all based on if you value your health. You see, once you place value, you will understand how much wealth you have, because you'll be able to live longer. So it's not just about the money. You could have money and you're lying down in a bed, illness, you have injuries, you know, because of the lifestyle that you live. But if it is they have the money and plus they really have a healthy, whether it's health physically and mentally, even your social well-being, right? That is really, you know, good. But you really want to be able to have that healthy physical body, because it also helps with the mind. It's not we are not separate. Everything is into one.
So Nikki, big up yourself. Miss Thomas, you could post your questions that you need to ask. And the message board, we have Mrs. James on the message board.
Yeah, she says stress causes that same, I think, around the belly button.
So fat, body fat comes on in a pre-genetic disposition. There is no correlation between stress and where the fat goes. Just as how some people when they're losing weight, they lose it in the face first. It is a pre-genetic disposition. And when you're gaining weight, some people gain weight in the lower back first. Some people gain weight maybe in the face. Some people gain weight in the around the belly button. So it is a more pre-genetic disposed scenario that is happening.
Yeah.
That's in your genes. That's in your DNA.
Yeah.
The way you put on fat and the way you lose fat, that is in your DNA.
And then the next thing with stress, what some persons may do, right, is actually they eat more when they are...
The comfort food.
Yeah?
Yeah, the comfort food, she can readjusting the system here, while the system running. Yeah. Right, so as Chica playing technician, right? I don't know, you know what better is way? Yeah. Yep. Right? We're playing technician now, boy. That's how it go. Right? So people, she cannot play technician. Right. So
look, we have
big up Z
someone
on the
going,
inside.
yes, we have someone going for beers. You want to talk about the beers?
No, but just keep it in a rational, right? Right? So again, this is a pre-genetic disposition, and what happens is some
Yes,
people,
and if it helps.
some, no, not healthy, right? Some people have more fat cells than others. So Chica might have less fat cells than someone else. Z is one of the people I know with less fat cells than regular human beings. It is a genetic
Yeah.
disposition. I know some people might say they wish they would have that, but you know, don't wish where you can't handle. Right? So what would happen? Let us say we have an individual A that has more fat cells than individual B. What would happen is that when it is time for individual A, which has more fat cells, to diet, their hunger signals is going to be more than the person who has less fat cells. And that person who has more fat cells has to be more strict. They has to be more, they can't cheat, they can't have, you know what I mean? As opposed to the person with less fat cells. And you would know these people who have less fat cells, they walk around looking dry. When I say dry, they eating everything and nothing is coming on the way. Right? The persons who have less fat cells, them know themselves, they're not fat. So it have some people that saying they have a fast metabolism. No, you don't. If you're overweight, you don't have a fast metabolism. Right? People who are that way, they already know it from long time.
Yeah.
Right? So again, we must understand that there are a lot of genetic dispositions that play a role in health and even getting from unhealthy weight to a healthy weight.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah. So
Moving forward.
Sonali is asking, so what about those who are stressed and they starve themselves? So we will see those persons, they may actually
Who's the magic? Got my
lose
glass. Look at
fat
this.
drastically.
Is that first?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it has, some may eat more, some may eat much less.
Z. Yes, I trade for you. You know that. You will be the
Yeah.
lowest ever.
So yes, so stress, so that's why we want to be in a healthy state. I mean, going below the weight it should be is not healthy. Yes, it might be able to come back. It might be easy to gain weight. For some people, it is easy to gain that fat.
No.
Some not.
Yeah.
But when stress is not a good thing. It isn't healthy. So you want to know, we want to be able to manage stress
People,
in a healthy.
good team family on the inside. Remember to share, remember to like. You know, it had the apparel, it had meals, it had, you know, CCM. Yeah? What we need
Yes.
to drive home. I want to drive certain things
Yes.
home in this life, right? Yeah, what we say? If you're on an unhealthy weight, your primary objective should be getting back to a healthy weight. Listen, a girl like Z, Sonali, the girls who very have less body fat cells, right? I'm going to be very honest. Because you need to know where you're at and where you need to get to. Z, or Sonali, could lie down on her bed, go to work and go and lie down on her bed, watch TV whole year. And the person who overweight or obese is in the gym training hard
Yes.
and is still overweight. The people who slimmer in the healthier weight is healthier than them. Just because you're in the gym or just because you do a Zumba or you do a aerobics or you do a hit cardio, you do a spin class, you know, spin is the thing. Spin is the in thing now, right? You're still unhealthy. Even though you're on the spin bike for a year, I want you to grasp this. I really need you to grasp this. You need to get a healthy body weight. It have no if about this thing. It have no when I don't do my degree, or when I get money to buy the sneakers, or what. This is no, really and truly, this is no negotiations. You have to get to a healthy body weight. So use the health markers we placed and see what is a healthy body weight for you. Forget about composition and all this. Focus on if you're obese or overweight or morbidly obese, your goal must be to be at a healthy body weight. For your kids, for your family, your husband, your wife, your job, everything. Because until you get to that healthy body weight, you're still unhealthy. Even though you put on the pretty tights, I see it as some kind of tights now, Papa. For the, what we just call them, full-figured women with the thing, holding the thing. Oh.
Z is asking, what is a healthy body weight?
Z was late. Right? So, Z, you healthy, yeah? But you know what you need to do. I've spoken to you already. So don't even let us have this discussion on the live, okay? Right. Get your tail in the gym and pour on some muscle. Right? That's it. For you, that's what you need to do. That's it. Come and pump some iron. And get some muscle on the frame and you're good to go. That's it. Right? Now, a healthy weight will be based upon your
height,
or
age,
or right? So
that's it.
right?
Your
so
height,
you can,
basically
yeah,
your height.
Right? So I mean every height has a weight
range.
A ratio. It's not exact, it's a ratio.
It have a little range. So it can be from this to that.
Right? And again, if this year only, this telling you the truth.
I wish you would not get the tights yet.
Yeah, them tights, boy. Them compression tights, they have the full figured ladies and them the tights go in places where I never thought tights could go. Wow. Yeah? So the takeaway is that we need to get a healthy body weight to start. Let's focus all our energy on getting to a healthy body weight,
yes.
And then we can take on how smexy you want to be. I just use the word smexy. You know what I mean? Yeah. Chicks?
Right, so getting a bathroom scale as well will be nice.
Ladies have a problem with this bathroom scale, you know. Women, I'm pointing fingers now.
Get a
this is me pointing fingers.
Yes.
Catch a fit when it's like 2 pounds, like really?
You can get a bathroom scale as well to monitor, you know, even if fluctuate after you have a meal if you like. Don't get too obsessed. Yes, sometimes I do. Right, you know, on this 16 weeks, my past 16 weeks, when I eat, I jump on the scale. When I finish exercise, I jump on the scale. Sometimes, even if after I use the washroom, I might jump on the scale to see what the difference is. Okay? Now that can happen, obsessive. Right? I'm just saying that's okay. It's not that bad, right? But it will be nice to have a bathroom scale as well. And
don't obsess, please. You're allowed to fluctuate between 6 pounds to 10 pounds, right? Now, this is what you do when you're using the bathroom scale, because Chica is, I don't know, right? So, let's say you're going to purchase a bathroom scale and you're starting to track your weight. So, you wake up on Monday, right? You're 4 pounds heavier than where you were Friday, all right? Don't freak out. You weigh yourself Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, you're 8 pounds heavier, you need to eat less. 10 pounds. Time Friday is the 10 pounds heavier, you need to eat less because you are eating too much or you're moving too little. This is calorie counting mafia. We believe in SICO. You know what SICO is? Calories in, calories out. We overcomplicate a lot of things in this world. And science, there's too much information. It's like, it's too much information. I see the message board lighted up there.
It's just people laughing.
Right? Right, what we need to focus on, you get your bathroom scale, you track your weight. Give yourself about 4 or 5 pounds grace, please, ladies.
Yes.
And ladies, please do not obsess when your menstrual cycle is present, you're going to put on 5 pounds of water. Please do not, when that time of the month comes, you're going crazy, you think you put on 10 pounds. No, so what you do, you track your weight every day. At the end of the week, here's what you do. You write your average. So if Monday was 4 pounds heavier, Tuesday you're 1 pound less, Wednesday you're 3 pounds heavier, Thursday you're 2 pounds less. That's how your body dances, right? It fluctuates, and at the end of the week you write down, okay, I was between 104 pounds to 106 pounds or 8 pounds. I'm just using a number here. Please don't get vexed with the 100 or the people who over 100. Okay? Right? That's what you do from week to week to see for yourself if you are consuming too many calories or are you moving too little. Moving on.
Yes.
Chica there with she face.
So yes, those are the health markers that we can use, and yes, we know that the BMI is not so accurate, but it will help you know what healthy weight you should be at. It will actually assist you in knowing that. Even if I know people use Google for everything, what should my weight be if I'm, well, I'm not even 5 feet, but what should my weight be if I'm this particular height?
They would have an average.
Right?
You can
So
Google
there
it.
will be an average. So
Yeah.
like for my height, I can be even 88 pounds. My extreme, my top, that's it, is 113 pounds.
So because Chica is short, she could be really light, you know?
Yes.
And she could eat a little more, less calories than the regular person because she is that short. I just balance the shot so that we don't look like, you know, I'm towering over her, sitting here.
But everybody know that I'm tall, everybody know that I'm short.
Right? Yeah. Moving forward.
Yes, so those are our health markers. If it is you have anything, what do you would like to discuss?
Q&A. Before we
Yes.
leave, any questions you guys want to
Yes.
ask, you can ask it now. Fire the questions on the comment section or on the WhatsApp. Abby didn't send me a WhatsApp for the night or the day or whenever it is. Yes. So
Like
feel free
she's
to send your
working.
questions if you guys have any. And what we would suggest is that you get an average of your height and what is an average weight that you should be to be at a healthy weight, and use this. This is gonna tell you how healthy you are. And I rather want to know if I'm healthy first, and then I might take it a bit more serious. And for guys who are in Trinidad and Tobago, we do have our personal doctor that deals with burn team members. We're not calling his name. But if you are interested in getting a physical done, Burn Team has a special discount for Burn Team members as we move into this era.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we have a voice note from Andy that I just received. I do not know why it's coming through now, but we're still gonna play it.
Hey, good night, guys. You're watching Real Talk Live, and here.
Big up yourself.
I can literally recall, I agree with fasting is really a good way to improve your health because I had some sniffles going on, literally as they say, burning the candle on two ends, right? Big brother told me about fasting, and I had a shed going on, right? I had a little shed building up, and by reason of fasting, it takes a level of self-control and self-discipline to actually go into fasting. And thanks to Big Brother's intervention, you know, I actually lost 10 pounds, you know, and I am indeed grateful for it. You know, I was of the thought that fasting literally develops gas, but now I've gotten so used to it that it really works. And trust me, it improves your health overall.
Yes,
right? It even, if I might add, it even brightens your complexion, right? Changes your skin tone. You feel lighter. Your stomach literally feels like it's in a choir, you know. So thank you again, Big Brother.
Yeah, man. And what I would add to what Andy is saying is that it is a tool where it might work for some, yeah. But I always believe in giving your system a break. People just get a car arrest and a tune-up. They say time for maintenance. Fasting helps you to your body to do that maintenance. Now, if you are Z, you do not fast. Okay? Z, don't fast. Right? It is, you could restrict some calories, but don't fast. Right? Because again, it is genetic. Where it may have a positive on one end of the spectrum, somebody else it may not. That's why it is a tool to be used. Restriction is important. So we space out our meals. We don't eat in every 2 hours, right? That is madness, right? We space out our meals because coming off the fast, you need to know what to do. Now, people who lose weight on fasting, when they come off, they know what to do. It's like, all right, I hear, but what? You know, they don't know what to do, right? So Pay attention to your calories and space out your meals. We talk about green leafy vegetables, we know, alright, we know about that, we know about protein, we ain't talking about that. But space out the meals. Give it a 5-hour window. You eat, let me say 8 o'clock, wait till 12 now. You won't die. It's like, I don't understand people. It's like, you just eat 8 o'clock. You have to eat something between 8 and 12. Right? Have a good meal. Good, I just call it meal one because we don't deal with breakfast. Chicken, you know. The meal one could be a protein bar, 250 calories, 20 grams of protein.
Or it can be a protein shake.
We do shakes.
Which is 130 calories.
We do shakes for meal one. 20 grams of quick, easy, no pan. And then the rest of the food, well, she can get. You see that when you're spoiled, Bunty means just deliver food, yeah. So
You have a voice note.
Voice note, right. So we go into the voice note section. Big up yourself, Andy.
I'll be here and you're watching Real Talk Live.
No, we on Real Talk Live.
I love this topic, even though majority of the time I am not disciplined. I am, a bit stray away.
A bit?
In some of the goals that I would like to keep. I'm very disorganized sometimes. I don't have no motivation, really, but I definitely have to jump on this health train because I need to have a maximum healthy stamina.
Aye. And that is England, Burn Team England. And it is no Real Talk Live because Abby has spoken. England is in the house and now it's no beginning Real Talk Live. I think Mrs. James had a question.
I've not seen it. I've not seen it.
Right, so Mrs. James said, is there an average weight for age? This is what I like to say. I believe in one disease. Yeah. I believe in one disease. It have one disease on this planet, and that is aging. Aging is a disease. Aging is not natural. Everything in our bodies is to rejuvenate and regenerate. Imagine people get into accidents and then they start to train the leg. And the leg get back stronger than when the leg was before the accident. Right? I want you guys to think about your waist size when you finish school. The waist size you had when you was 21, 22. And I not finished school, some people school. But what I'm saying, as the age for done grow, and if your waist was like this, it could be 90 and your waist is still that because your hips don't grow no further. The skeleton structure has completed its growth process. What you see in extra is fat. The weight will be relative. But if you're at a healthy weight, the same hip, the same waist you had when your skeleton finished grow at 21 or some people... right?
I don't know if we should say when they finish school because what happens...
I'm not saying finish school, I'm saying at the age of 21, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, even that.
21, let's say the age of 21, you have completed your growth cycle with your skeleton structure. That is you from now till 105 or 200. The only difference that is making your body is the lifestyle. The lifestyle determines how we look now. So when somebody says they eat healthy, I will look at you and say, nope. That's me. You could say eating healthy. I'm not seeing it. Again, I'm a blunt instrument. Right? And we need to come to a point as people to say, hey, look, we need to change. Let us stop being comfortable in the mediocrity. Right? Because it have 90% obese and people are wrong way. I good. We have a kind of style in Trini. I don't know if it's there in England. I don't know if it's there in Canada. We have a kind of, I call it dumb. I good. I don't need to lose nothing because everybody around you obese. But the moment you seeing everybody healthy weight, and you how you is, you will feel a how. But because the majority unhealthy, and your average, you look at yourself, puff up your chest, we like to, no, I good, I don't need to. She cannot tell you, you don't need to. The telling Chica, yeah, you need to do nothing. Yes, she does. because you must always want to be better. So anybody who's saying Chica don't need because she's short or what? You don't need abs, or if that is a goal that you have, and that is a perfect health marker, but that is a very elite health marker. So when Chica says she wants to see certain ab development, it's not really, I wouldn't even say it is vanity. I would say it is a very elite health marker, because not everybody could take off the jersey and they could see their abs. Not everybody lean and healthy enough to do that. So it's not normal. And it's hard. So instead of people saying, yes, Gil, go for it. Except Z, well, we know I can see all the abs, iliac muscle, everything. Except for Z, right? It is a good benchmark to set. You know why? Because if you raise your standard high, you will end up close to it. And we have to stop tear down people who have high standards and then tell them they don't need it. She never said she needed it. It's that need. It's a standard. That's different, you know. That's different. Everybody like to talk standards, but standards for what? They like to talk standards for religion, but when you look at it, come on, man. If you're talking religion, and all the religions I'm talking about, if you're high in religion, whether it be a Christian, a Hindu, wherever else it have, a Buddhist, you ever look at the Buddhist monks? I have looked at a lot of religions. You ever seen how they look? How healthy they are? You can see how lean they are. Because that's part of the religion. And any religion, it must show the discipline. It shows on certain Oriental religions. Some of them they fast as well, and they meditate and so forth. But my point is, nobody shouldn't discourage somebody who has a serious health goal. Whether if they say, I want to be lean or I want to, that is good, encourage them. Don't say they don't need it. Yeah? Moving forward.
Yes. So that's waist size, that's healthy waist size. I want to just go back there with the measuring tape. Right, we know that it may have persons who would have, so as Diana and I were speaking, we were speaking about, teenagers, children who are overweight and obese. So they never know what it meant to be healthy. So when they even try to lose that weight, and he spoke about the fat cells as well earlier on, it is much more challenging to lose that body fat.
And as Z said on the comment section, she gets that a lot.
Yeah.
She doesn't need to go, let's easier, let's say nah. But my point is, women start to lose calcium in the bones at a young age. Weight training for women is important because it helps keep the bone density. Z, you need to keep your bone density strong because you're naturally small. You need to put that muscle mass on to protect you as you get older. Because what would happen is that you would start to lose muscle as you get older. Everybody loses as time passes. So it is up to you now to maintain your muscle, your lean body mass, and weightlifting would help with your bone density. Yeah? That is what it is. So they would be looking at you with an untrained eye. People who say you don't need this and you don't need that, they know nothing. Everybody needs to work out. Everybody needs to do cardio. Cardio is for your heart, not to get small. I don't know what's wrong with people. We that lazy. We that lazy. You ask, why are you doing cardio and you're slim? What? Cardio is for your heart. Cardio is not just because you want to lose weight. Why people thinking that moving is a problem now? We're going on Alexander Hill. Where you all are walk for what?
Heart.
When did society get so lazy that all we're concerned about is comfort? That's what it is. Moving forward.
Yes. So those are the health markers: waist circumference, waist to height ratio, your blood glucose, your blood pressure, triglycerides, and your lipid profile. So it will include your good cholesterol and your bad cholesterol.
So methods for testing is that when you go in to test your cholesterol, go to a place where you can get the number for your good cholesterol and the number for your bad, so you could compare. and not total cholesterol. Because a lot of places test your total cholesterol, which is wrong. Blood glucose levels. I think people who, let's say, overweight or obese or morbidly obese should get a glucose monitor. Go by the doctor and the doctor prescribe you a glucose monitor. And this would help people who are overweight and obese to monitor the insulin spikes during the day. So you may eat a particular food, or let's say eat first meal or breakfast. The glucose monitor would tell you how high insulin spike and how long it takes to get back to normal. And if you check that, you would pick up on your blood sugar faster, because you can now negate being a type 2 diabetic by saying, hey, you know, when I eat this type of food, my insulin goes up and it takes a very long time to go down. Yeah, and then you would start, when you see it, you would start to make changes because you're monitoring it. Yeah, so obese, morbidly obese people, it would be wise to get a glucose monitor. You could get a glucose monitor as well, and you could get there to measure your insulin, right? The glucose monitor would tell you how high your blood sugar goes when you eat. Because when all of us sleep, most of us get up with a low normal, because we haven't been eating when we're sleeping. It's when you eat our first meal that would tell you a lot about your insulin. Questions, comments, queries, concerns before we go, people? We'll do another health talk. Maybe next week we'll continue the health discussion. Maybe we should do women's health. We could do fibroids and ovarian cysts, the causes, the complaints, and the pet peeves I have with doctors who tell our women that it's okay to have a fibroid. I mean, I don't know. It's like, you pay this man, you know. It's like you go and my doctor pay 800 or whatever you just pay. People haven't seen a doctor since, well, I don't know. Last time I got the cold was like when I was 26. So, I don't know about the thing where it's cold medicine and thing. But, what do you think, Chika? Should we? Chika just there.
It all depends what topic.
Right?
Lion is saying women's health.
What I'm saying is that women's health. No, I ain't talking about that. I don't want to talk about that. What I'm saying is that doctors that have other illnesses that they say, okay, it's cool, take this, take that. It's not harmful.
So
you can't live with it.
Asking how long after eating should a glucose test be taken?
Well, I mean, you could vary it. You could take it half an hour after, 20 minutes or an hour after, and see how it reads. Yeah? But you see here what? It has a monitor that you could clip on. But your doctor have to prescribe it, right? But you do not need a glucose monitor. You need to lift some iron and change that. Miss Batiste. You don't need that. People who are morbidly obese and going up the road cross 200, 250, 275, 300, 350.
And if it's short like me, and it cross 150,
you're on pressure. Yeah? Nikki, you don't need that. Okay? Sorry.
So Sonali saying true with International Women's Day coming up.
Right? I mean, women's health is good. And a lot of doctors allow certain diseases to just be under the radar and it's okay. And I find that instead of trying to get the cure, tell the person they need to do this, that to get rid of it, they kind of just keep it and they have to go back for a prescription. So we are to wisen up a little bit. Just because they have a doctorate doesn't mean they know everything. Just because it's the norm doesn't mean it's supposed to be. So we will see. We will see how that goes.
Yes.
Anything else, Shika?
No, that's it for now. That's it for now. All those in agreement with women's health. Say yes. If it is you have another topic as well that you may like to discuss, you could feel free to leave it in the comment section. You could also send a message via WhatsApp or via the Facebook page.
So we will be doing another health talk. It could be, we could touch on women's, we could touch on questions, we could do a Q&A, so it don't have to be just literally women's health.
Yeah.
We'll do another health talk on the next Friday as well. So people, if you have your questions, you could send it during the week and we can have it to answer on Friday.
Yes.
So that would be cool. So whatever health questions or weight loss questions or, you know, have it in your
Send
head,
your
send it on the
questions,
inbox, in Burn Team inbox, and then Friday we will answer the questions.
Yes.
So it'll be Q&A, Real Talk Live, extra on a Friday. By the vibration.
Yes.
And we will touch on the women's health as well, and we'll touch on men's as well, and keep everybody in a nice big circle of love.
Yes.
It's your boy Lion.
And a gill trick or treat.
We
See
go
you
on,
on
boy.
there.
We go on.